Hey everyone, it's William here. Welcome back to Tottenham Update, your go-to channel for everything Spurs. Today, we're diving into our thrilling 3-0 victory over Qarabag in the Europa League. And let me tell you, despite going down to 10 men early on, we absolutely dominated this one. So, let's break it down and see how Spurs came out on top, even against the odds. Let's get into it. So, Spurs fans, we didn't have the ideal start to this game, did we? Just 8 minutes in, Radu Dragusin received a straight red card after a reckless challenge on Qarabag's Juninho. It was a tough moment for the youngster, who's still trying to secure a regular spot in the starting 11. Now, he faces a suspension, which will definitely impact our defensive options in the upcoming matches. But what I loved about this performance was how we responded to that setback. Instead of crumbling, Spurs fought back with determination. Just a few minutes after Dragusin was sent off, Brennan stepped up and delivered. He's been in sensational form, scoring in his third consecutive game for us. Solanke deserves credit too. His pressing won the ball in a dangerous area, and Johnson finished with clinical precision, sending the ball into the bottom corner. 1-0 Spurs, and the stadium was rocking. Going a man down meant we had to rely on our defense, and boy, did Guillermo Vicario deliver. Qarabag, to their credit, didn't back down, and they created several dangerous opportunities. But Vicario was equal to the task every time. Early on, Turul Baramov had a golden chance to equalize, but Vicario made a stunning save to deny him. And it wasn't just shot-stopping. Vicario had to be aggressive, coming off his line to make a crucial tackle just before halftime. That save really set the tone, and it kept us ahead as we went into the break with a slim 1-0 lead. Now, the second half was all about taking control. Spurs came out with renewed energy and, despite being a man down, didn't sit back. 7 minutes into the second half, Dejan Kulusevski delivered one of his trademark corners, and the ball eventually fell to Pape Matar Sarr, who volleyed it towards goal. The shot took a slight deflection, but it was enough to beat the keeper. 2-0 Spurs, and at that point, we could really start to feel in control. But Qarabag wasn't finished just yet. They had a big chance to get back into the game when Yves Bissouma brought down Jafar Galiev in the box, and the referee didn't hesitate to point to the spot. It was one of those moments where the game could have completely shifted. But Qarabag's Turul Baramov, who had looked dangerous all night, ended up blasting the penalty over the bar. A massive let-off for Spurs. From that moment on, it felt like Qarabag had lost their momentum. Missing that penalty really seemed to deflate them, and we took full advantage. And speaking of taking advantage, let's talk about Dominic Solanke. He's been quietly making his mark, and in the 68th minute, he showed his instinct as a natural finisher. After Son Heung-min's curling shot was parried by the Qarabag goalkeeper, Solanke was in the right place at the right time to pounce on the rebound and slot it home. That's what you want from your striker, always ready to capitalize on those opportunities. So, let's take a moment to appreciate this win. Spurs went down to 10 men within the first 10 minutes but managed to turn that adversity into a convincing 3-0 victory. Brennan continues his fantastic run of form, Guillermo Vicario put in another top-class performance in goal, and Dominic Solanke added that killer instinct in the final third. Not to mention Pape Matar Sarr, who's proving to be a real presence in midfield. And hey, with this win, we start our Europa League campaign with 3 points, and that's exactly the kind of momentum we need moving forward. It wasn't perfect, but it showed the resilience and depth we've got in this squad. That's all for today's match breakdown. I'm super excited to see how this squad develops as the season goes on, especially in Europe. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game and who stood out to you. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the bell so you never miss out on the latest Spurs update. And as always, come on you Spurs.